My feelings on flirting in the Xanadu Fairy Friends WeChat group. Xifeng. April 3, 2020. There are several masters in this WeChat group, but they rarely have the free time to chat with me. Of the 83 netizens in it, only 7 or 8 chat with me occasionally while the others are mostly silent. Only 4 or 5 members talk to me regularly. Though they are not Chanyuan celestials, they are happy to chat with me. I do not spread values in this group, nor do I teach scriptures. I concentrate on talking about love and flirting in order to observe their reactions. From a few recent chats, I have gained these 4 insights. Few are enlightened. Very few people return to their nature, which proves that people are still on their roads to enlightenment. The acme of good writing is nothing special, it is only being just right. The acme of good character is nothing unusual, it is only being one's true self. Those who are truly enlightened and masterful of Tao and Dharma no longer talk about scriptures and Tao, but return to their nature. They chat, brag, discuss hem and mulberries over wine, and are mainly based on having a good time. You can observe those great scientists and wealthy entrepreneurs. Instead, they talk easily and dress plainly, without a little shelf and the aura and desire to show off their wealth. The more a dabbler in knowledge, the more people like to show themselves off, the more they want to look superior, and the more they like to show their uniqueness. This situation is particularly prominent on the web, including WeChat groups. The less they understand about Buddha and Tao, the more they like to talk about them. The less reasonable they are, the more they like to talk about reason. They are like poor people who wear brand-name clothes to show off their wealth. They are pitiful. Few have original thoughts. The vast majority in WeChat groups and WeChat moments are infoporters. They have no original thoughts or opinions but keep busy all day, exploring treasures, across the vast network and on WeChat, and then move their treasures, intact, from one place to another in order to brush their senses of existence and let people know how smart they are. In fact, the more that they copy and paste, the more that their ignorance and folly are shown. Without their own thoughts and opinions, they carry so many things every day only to tell others that they are microphones. They are ridiculous. Many pretend to be gods. It is good for ordinary people to be ordinary, but I do not know where these people find their courage to pretend to be gods, to summon wind and rain, to ride whirlwinds, or to be blockbusters and masters. I found that within China there are many wannabe gods, and an endless stream of these masters are emerging constantly. They talk about terms and principles that they do not understand, each sitting in a serious manner, looking both ridiculous and pitiful, just like funny performers in circuses, which are very much worth seeing. If they should ever happen to stumble across a real master someday, I do not know if they will try to hide their shame. Speaking of this, I also have a cold sweat on my body. When I am talking about others, am I also a pretend master in the eyes of higher experts? Therefore, I still need to behave myself by tucking my tail between my legs and being an honest man so as not to make a fool of myself and seem absurd to others. Few understand the truth of life. What on earth do people live for? Few people think about this, and still fewer understand that finding happiness is an original, key purpose of life, but they just do not know where to find it. Originally, joking, flirting, talking about love, chatting, and laughing was one of the simplest, most direct, easiest, and most effective ways to find happiness, but no one seems to take flirting people seriously, and flirters are seen as having low tastes and the hobbies of country bumpkins, as if these judges are themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Some people have also criticized me for looking for stimulation because of my spiritual emptiness. Some people even used a sermon in the Shurangama Sutra about lewdness to insinuate that I am evil. Bloody hell, would Xifeng dare to do this if he did not thoroughly understand the Dharma? Would he dare to seduce and flirt with women so openly? The ultimate goal of Buddhism is to transform people, to let them leave suffering and attain happiness. Am I violating Dharma by making people happy? Buddha has no set rules, his rules are always situational. Buddha said that our minds should not abide in form, sound, smell, taste, touch, or Dharma, but should abide nowhere. As long as it allows people to leave suffering and attain happiness, then all the methods are dharma. Is it necessary to strictly observe the scriptures? Just talk about the above 4 points. In fact, I have many more insights. I hope that the Xanadu Fairy Friends group becomes a happy base camp.